back again. Check it, direct it, let's begin. Party on, party people, let me hear some noise. DC's in the house, jump, jump, rejoices. There's a party over here, a party over there. Wave your hands in the air, shake the dairy, yeah. These three words mean you're getting busy. Whoop, there it is, hit me. Whoop, there it is. 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 Upside down and inside out. I'm about to show all you folks what it's all about. Now it's time to on the mic and make this motherfucking party hot. I'm taking this back to the old school, 'cause I'm a whole fool.
Take it, Ryan. Hi, how you doing?
Let me hear you say.
Hey. Hi. Are we on camera? Who are you? We're the football team. Ranch Bernard football team. Yeah, we're gonna kill them. See? We're the Ranch Bernard football team. We're gonna kill the Paiges. And spell the peaches. Whatever they're doing. We're gonna kill the peace. Hello. Wow, totally kidding. This one, it just stays on the bottom. I don't like it. When I got up, why are you so jumping? Everybody made it. God. Hey, are you? This is my second year. You do this.
Hey, I have a bean fail.
I thought when that was like flat top.
Right there. Front.
Hold the lighter.
Hey. Nice haircut, Bo.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Let's hear it, defense. You guys on defense, clap for them. Who wants to get a score of the point?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Avocado League Football. Today's contest between the San Marcos Paiges, who you see right there in the dark blue jerseys. They're going to play today the Rancho Bernardo Tomcats, who are on the far right side of the field, and they're in a light blue colored uniform today. Once again, the Paiges versus the Tomcats. We're at beautiful Palomar College, and it is Saturday afternoon, November 6, 1993. This is Steve Farrell for George Langevin Productions, and we're going to bring you all of today's action. These are the Mighty Mites, the 7-year-old through 10-year-old kids, and we're getting ready for the kickoff right about now. As you can see, the Paiges in the dark blue are going to be kicking off to Rancho Bernardo. Mighty Mite football, 80-pound weight limit. Steve Farrell for George Langevin Productions will be bringing the lineups right about now. Kicking off for the Paiges will be Chris Barrett. Number 15, Richard Jimenez. And there's the kick from Jimenez. Goes downfield about 15 yards. It's going right towards number 9, Ryan Moore. That is the starting quarterback. Moore is dragged down at about his own 35-yard line by number 16, Anthony Knuckles. And we heard a little bit about Anthony before the game. Look at Anthony there, number 16. We heard a little bit about Anthony before the game from Coach Cavanis. He was telling us how Anthony has got all heart. He's the smallest guy on the team, and sure enough, he's made it come true for us on the opening kick by making that tackle on Ryan Moore. 1st and 10 for Rancho Bernardo. All right, let's go along with the we'll start right now with the San Marcos lineup. Hurt today for San Marcos is number 2, Ryan Brandon. Ryan Brandon's hurt, so he won't be able to play today. And number 3 is Ricardo Ribago. And Ricardo will be playing a defensive safety position. Here comes the first snap of the game. We got a whistle on the play.
offside, 5-yard penalty.
Okay, that was an offsides, 5-yard penalty called against RB. And now we're going to be looking at a snap over to number 9, Ryan Moore. Ryan Moore's around the outside. He's dragged down right there by the Paiges. And we've got a gain on the play of a bit, perhaps 5 yards.
Come on, Tomcats! Tomcats, let's go!
Second down now for the Tomcats. Out wide to the left, number 35, Matt Verdon. The pitch goes to number 9, quarterback Moore. Moore out to the outside. Moore's got some opening here. Moore down to the 40-yard line. Moore all the way down to the 30. Nobody near him. We do have a whistle on the play, and it looks like he has stepped out of bounds at about the 35-yard line of San Marcos. So that will bring up a 1st and 10 for the Tomcats. And nice run right there by Ryan Moore, the QB. Shotgun, Walsh, hands off to Dotson. Dotson to the outside, missed tackle right there. Dotson's got a blocker in front of him. Dotson could go far on this. He's down past the 20. First down, dragged down at about the 12-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Tomcats at the 12 of San Marcos. First down now, they're at about their own 13. They're at the San Marcos 13, and there's a whistle on that play. We'll see what the call is. First down situation there for Rancho Bernardo. Still waiting for the signal from the referees, and it looks like this one's going to be marched off against San Marcos. That's not what they need, and that's going to bring up now a 1st and 5 from about the 9-yard line of San Marcos, and RB certainly in a commanding position right here, early here in the first quarter. We want to remind everyone that we are going to play 10-minute quarters in today's action. 10-minute quarters. The game, of course, a regular season game, can end in a tie. Moore in the backfield. He's got Edward Paris back there with him. And he hands off to Paris. Paris through the middle. Paris stopped right there in the middle by that San Marcos D for no gain. That'll bring up a 2nd down now and about 5. Into the game now comes number 43, Eric Johansson. Running out of the game right there, number 26, Adam Traub, the lineman. Okay, as you can see, the coaches for both teams are allowed out in the field to help the kids call the plays. These guys are, most of them are 9, 8, and 7 years of age, but there are some 10-year-olds out there. They are allowed out there as long as they're under their, the 80-pound weight limit. Moore at QB, the pitch to Moore. Moore hands off to the outside, looked like it might be a reverse. And coming from out of nowhere comes once again number 16, Anthony Knuckles. Knuckles once again from San Marcos in on that tackle. He's helped there by Troy Engel, the cornerback. That should bring up now the 3rd down situation. There's no loss on the play. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Keep an eye on RB now. They've got a 3rd down situation.
Rancho Bernardo, let's go!
They need to pick up a good 4 yards on this play here. Moore to the outside. Moore's on the keeper. Moore's going on the outside by himself. Moore looks like he could get the first down. He looks like he's going for the touchdown, and it's good. TDRB. Tomcats with the TB. Ryan Moore runs to the outside for the keeper, and there's nobody there. Good blocking all the way around by the Tomcats. Puts them up by a score of 6-0. Now, we've been informed earlier that the Tomcats will go for the kick. So remember, in this league now, the kick is good for 2 points. And a run is good for 1 point, and the Tomcats will probably go for the kick. The kicker will be number 33, Brian Dodson, the running back. And we'll see how this works. Now, remember, in this particular age group, the kids are not allowed to rush the kicker on this particular type of kick. So that you'll see them dancing around and jumping up and down and trying to distract them as much as they can, but they cannot go in and try to penetrate this backfield. It looks like we're going to have number 59, Aaron Simon, holding. And number 33, Brian Dotson, will be going for the kick. Remember, there is no rush, but there is certainly a distraction. And the kick will be done from about the 8-yard line. So this will be like an 18-yard kick. Dotson's got plenty of time. And he's taking all that time. He's even setting himself up. Taking his time. Kick from about the 7, a 17-yarder, and that baby looks like it's a little bit wide to the left. We'll see what the call is, and it's no good. It is wide to the left, so we are going to be right there with just a few minutes ticked off in this first quarter. It's the Tomcats 6 and the Paiges nothing. To the day. All right, we were going to give you the lineups before of the Paiges. We went to number 3 is Ricardo Robago, and number 4 is Troy Engel, number 5 Mark Hendricks. Number 6 is Dustin Prue. Number 7, Todd Singstack. And number 10 will be Randy Estes. And we're ready for the kick now from RB. Once again, Dotson with the kick. And that ball doesn't go very far. It's fallen down upon at about the 50-yard line. So it'll be a 1st and 10 now for the Paiges at about midfield. We told you about Randy Estes, the running back. Number 11 is Chris Barrett. Chris will be doing some backup quarterback and some running today. Number 12 is Eric Cavanis. Number 13 is Julian Castellanos. Number 15, Richard Jimenez. Number 16 is Anthony Knuckles. We've seen plenty of action out of Anthony today. San Marcos coming up to the ball now. They've got Mark Hendricks at the quarterback position, number 5. And in the backfield, they use Randy Estes and Chris Barrett. And there is the handoff right there to number 11, Chris Barrett. Barrett stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Number 17 for the Paiges is Mike Navarra. Number 18, Zachary Ortiz. Number 20, John Tranberg. Number 22, Jonathan Curry. Number 24, the offensive end, Dalton Ramsey. Number 34 is Gilbert Lasha, the offensive tackle. Number 35 is Ricky Coronado, the defensive safety. Number 36, Kyle Clark, the tackle. Number 38 is the defensive player, Brian Davis. And number 39, Bo Rubido, the offensive guard. 2nd down situation now, and about 10 to go for the Paiges. Paiges with the double back set, and they've got number 10, Randy Estes, set back off the line. They hand off to number 22 here, Jonathan Curry, and Curry is around the outside. Look at Curry go. Nobody near Curry yet. Curry dragged down with the 1st down at about the Rancho Bernardo 30-yard line. Good run from number 22, Jonathan Curry. It looks like we've got that play being called back. Too bad. Nice run there by Curry, but that's all going to go for naught. Play being called back. Looks like we have a clipping call against San Marcos.
Danny. They're so slow, Dan.
So we're still going to have a 2nd down, only now we're looking at about 25 yards for the 1st down. 15-yard penalty called on that clip. So 2nd at about 25. San Marcos ball with the 2nd down. They've got Barrett as the single setback in their backfield. And it is pitched back to Barrett, and Barrett's back to pass. The pass intended for Curry, picked off by number 9, Ryan Moore. Moore could go all the way. Moore all the way across with the TD. 2nd touchdown today for Ryan Moore, the quarterback. Pass was intended once again for number 22, Jonathan Curry. Moore comes out of nowhere, picks it off, and sees nothing but daylight. 12-0 RB.
All right, Ryan Moore, the Tomcats.
Okay, once again, we're going to remind you that that was a beautiful, beautiful pickoff and return by Ryan Moore. RB up by 12 now, 12-0. And they are going to go for the kick. Once again, RB goes for the kicks. They've got number 33, Brian Dotson, getting set for the kick. Once again, Aaron Simon, the left tackle, will be holding for Dotson on this play. And once again, on the kicks for extra points, and these are for an extra 2 points. The defense is not allowed to penetrate. They can do everything they want to distract Dotson, but they cannot cross the line. So the 2 lines you see in front of you are mostly a formality. And here comes a low snap. And once again, Simon has plenty of time to pick it up and set it. He can take his time, and Dotson waits patiently, and he can go for the kick. He was wide to the left last time. Let's see what Dotson does this time. It's up. It's almost high enough. It is good. No, it's short. It bounces off the crossbar and bounces the wrong way for Dotson. Okay, but still, RB up by that score of 12-0. And we've still got 1st quarter time left. Once again, this is Steve Farrell for George Langevin Productions. Dotson ready now to kick. RB will be kicking off, of course, to San Marcos. They do kick from the 40-yard line. RB goes into a shift. Something a little tricky here. Dotson with the squibber over our way, barely across the 50-yard line. It is taken there by San Marcos. Tackle made by Moore. Ball picked up there by, it looks like, number 24, Dalton Ramsey. And Ramsey elects to just smother the ball and keep it right there. So it's 1st and 10 now. San Marcos, they're at their own 47-yard line. Hendricks, the QB, up to the line. And it looks like he's got number 10, Randy Estes, behind him in the single setback position. Split wide to the left is Chris Barrett. Curry back off the line. Pitched out to Estes and fumbled. Estes still after it and still on his feet. Estes alone here in the backfield, and he is dragged down for a loss of about 9 yards on that play. That'll bring up a 2nd down now, and about 19 yards to go for San Marcos. San Marcos is having a lot of trouble so far today getting on track. As you can see on their first pass attempt of the day before, it ended up in another 6 points for RB. All right, to continue with that San Marcos lineup, once again, Mike Navarro is their defensive tackle, number 17. And we told you about Tranberg. John Tranberg is number 20. Number 22 is Jonathan Curry. Number 24, Dalton Ramsey. And number 34, Gilbert Lasha. 2nd now, once again, at about 19. A double reverse. Gets handed off to the guard, Amuki, and now 22, Curry around the outside. Curry making some gains, gets it back to about the original line of scrimmage. We're going to be looking at a 3rd down now and about 8 to go, and that was a good 11-yard pickup right there by number 22, Jonathan Curry of San Marcos. Good run by Curry. The ball was handed off to Salasi Amaku, the defensive end, and Amaku handed off to Curry. It was a double reverse. We'll bring you the rest of that lineup. Ricky Coronado, number 35. Kyle Clark is number 36, the offensive tackle. Brian Davis on defense. Bo Rubidoux, offensive guard. Richard Cortez, the running back. Salasi Amaku, who you just saw on a double reverse. Francisco Sendejas is number 61. Joshua Shubin, number 62. Number 72 is Dustin Cano. Number 73 is Gene Johnson. And here comes now Hendricks on the keeper to the outside. Hendricks reverses field and sees a lot of green in front of him. And he is taken down close to a 1st down by RB. We'll see what the call is here. There is a flag on the play. And nice running there by Mark Hendricks. We can't help but think that he had nothing but green out to his left, but he cut it back inside and ran into a lot of RB players. It looks like we've got a face mask call here. Face mask, there it is. It is called against RB, and they're going to march this one off. So that'll bring up a 1st down and 10 from about the 20-yard line of RB, and San Marcos is on the move. Defense! 1st and 10 now for San Marcos. And into the shotgun goes Hendricks. Hendricks has got both Barrett and Estes behind him, and he hands off to Barrett. Barrett on the move, and he's through for a good gain of about 6 yards. That'll bring up maybe a 2nd and 4 now for San Marcos, and San Marcos is definitely on the move now. They've made a couple of good running plays, and along with a face mask call, they have really put the ball down deep into RB territory, and they're threatening at this point. Keep your eyes open now. Hendricks up to the line this time, a 3-back set. Salasi in the backfield along with Barrett. And they hand off to Salasi, and Salasi is slammed and dragged down at about the 5-yard line. That may bring up another 1st down. We'll see where the ball is spotted, and it is another 1st down. It's going to be 1st and goal to go now for San Marcos, and they're going to be at about the 11-yard line. 1st and goal to go? No, it is 1st and 10 from about the 11. Hendricks. Barrett in the backfield, the single setback. Salasi Amaku out to the right. Also out to the right is number 24, Dalton Ramsey. Ramsey looks like he's in a pass set right now. They've got number 12, Eric Cavanis, split wide to the left. Interesting set now by San Marcos, and it's the keeper this time by Hendricks, and Hendricks is all the way through. He's still on his feet, and it is a touchdown for San Marcos. It's 12-6. San Marcos has brought the game back to within range here on the keeper by Mark Hendricks, the QB, and Hendricks just zigzagged his way through that RB defense and made it look easy. And it's 12-6 now, still favor of RB. They're marching it off. Let's see what this call is here. They're going to place the ball at the 7-yard line. They're instructing the RB players to stay back. There'll be no rush on this play. Let's see what San Marcos opts to do here. Are they going to go for the run and the 1 point, or are they going to kick for the 2 points? At this point in the game, that 1 point would make a big difference for them. They could certainly use that 1 extra point, because so far today with their 2 touchdowns, RB has had no extras, just the 12 points. So this play right here is certainly crucial. They looks like they are going to go for the kick. Kicker here will be Richard Jimenez. And holding will be Chris Barrett. Once again, no rush. They're going for the 2 points. There's the snap. The place by Barrett. Jimenez waiting. Jimenez with the kick. And it is short and wide to the left. And that is going to leave San Marcos with just the 6 points they got on the TD. And the score here, still first quarter action, is the Tomcats 12 and the Paiges 6.
Maddie.
Okay, that is the end of the first quarter. We're going to start the second quarter now. As you can see, we reversed fields here. San Marcos will be kicking off from the right side of your screen. We want to mention the remainder of their lineup. We talked to you before about Gene Johnson for San Marcos, number 73. And number 91 is Duke Mora, their starting center. And their coaches, they are head coached by Chris Barrett. Assistant coaches David Clark, Tony Cano, Rick Jimenez. There's the kick right there by Barrett. It's high. Good kick by Barrett. It's picked off right there by number 41. That was Adam Rath that did the running right there. Rath brings the ball up past the 50-yard line. And we've got a 1st and 10 for RB. Tackle made there by number 20, John Tranberg, the defensive tackle for San Marcos. We told you about Rick Jimenez, assistant coach. Also Tom Morrison, Bob Cavanis. Their business manager is Dan Curry. Another assistant coach is Jeff Ames. Team mom is Pat Rabago, and the equipment manager is Richard Ortiz. RB ball. They're already on the San Marcos side of the field. They've got the 1st and 10 situation. Into the shotgun. Moore, wide to the left. Moore on the keeper. Moore backs it off the line. He's being chased all around the place by number 15, Richard Jimenez. Jimenez chasing Moore. Moore is just too quick. Look at Moore go. Now he's got some daylight. Nothing between him except for number 4 was there. Triangle. And slammed out of bounds. Boy, Barrett came into the picture the last second. San Marcos almost got completely faked out by Ryan Moore. All the way to one side of the field, turns around and comes all the way back the other way. He picked up a blocker at the last second there in Adam Rath and gained a good, let's say 15 yards on that play, and that will bring up a 1st and 10 now for RB from the San Marcos 35-yard line. Incredible run there by Moore. Moore already today with the 2 touchdowns. Moore goes up to center now. Moore fakes to number 15 and then goes off to number 35, Matt Verdon. Matt Verdon on the end around, and no gain on that play for Verdon. We're looking now at a 2nd and 10. Interesting play right there. They bring Matt Verdon, the wide receiver, all the way around from the receiver position, takes the play on the reverse, and no gain on that play, but a good play. San Marcos has got to stop RB today. They have yet to stop them. RB's had 1 possession of the ball and ran it right into the end zone. And, of course, the other touchdown for RB was scored on the interception by Ryan Moore. San Marcos really needs to stop RB right here. The shotgun to Moore. Moore to the outside on the keeper. Moore is quick. Once again, nobody there to stop him except Engel. Moore all the way around to the outside. And it's another touchdown for QB Ryan Moore. No flags on the play. Rancho Bernardo now 18-6 over San Marcos. RB will go with the kick. They've got Aaron Simon coming out onto the field now, number 59. He'll be ready to hold. And once again, Brian Dotson will be doing the kicking. And once again, the kicks count for 2 points. San Marcos trying to do everything they can to distract Dotson. Dotson's got plenty of time. There is no rush on this play. The ball is set. Here comes the kick by Dotson, and it is good. Beautiful kick by Dotson for the extra 2 points. Rancho Bernardo now up by a score of 20-6 over San Marcos. Rancho Bernardo Tomcats with that 20-6 lead now here in the second quarter. The Tomcats are led by Coach Jeff Ogden, assistant coach Don Radliff, business manager is Jerry Moore, and the team moms are Terry Robinson, Amy Simon, and Ginny Winkler. We're getting ready for the kickoff now. Once again, Dotson will be doing the kicking. We know about number 9, Ryan Moore, the QB and the defensive safety for RB. Number 17 is Tidy Hildenbrand. He also plays backup quarterback, some defensive end. Number 21, Christian DeArmond, the cornerback. And there's a good, strong kick. Picked up there by Barrett. Barrett bobbles it, and now it's taken by number 22, Curry. Curry to the outside, and he is dragged down way back there, about their own 30-yard line, San Marcos, and it looks like Curry is getting up slowly. He could be hurt. Curry is holding his chest, and Curry is hurt on this play. We'll see what's happening. Curry is going to come out of the game temporarily, and he's going to be replaced by number 6, Dustin Prue. So Dustin Prue, number 6, into the game. Number 22, Jonathan Curry, out. Hendricks to the line. He's got Barrett behind him. Barrett fakes through the line, and the keeper, I believe, with Hendricks will be for no gain. Second down now for San Marcos. Hendricks is now telling number 6, Prue, that he wants him a little bit farther out to the left. And they pitch out now to number 10, Estes. Estes looking to make a move. Nice spin move by Estes, but he is chopped up right there for a gain of maybe a yard. And that will bring up a 3rd and 9 for San Marcos. Good attempt there by number 10, Randy Estes, the running back, but too much light blue all over the place. Good defense by RB. Number 24 for RB is their middle linebacker, Ryan White. Number 26 is their lineman, Adam Traub. Number 27, Ryan Walsh, a lineman. Number 33, Brian Dotson, plays running back. Of course, you've seen him doing plenty of kicking today. And a real nice kick just a minute ago for 2 points. And RB bringing everybody up to the line. Looks like a blitz situation here. Hendricks below the center, and we've got a whistle on that play. I believe that's going to be offsides. Illegal procedure called against San Marcos. Let's see what it is. Okay, it is called against RB. So that'll be a 5-yard pickup now for San Marcos. And now we're looking at a 3rd down situation. And perhaps about 3 yards to go now for San Marcos. 3rd and 3. Still plenty of time left in this second quarter. And if San Marcos can move the ball the way they did last time and get a few penalties the way they just have, they can get that ball downfield in a hurry and do some damage. They're not out of this one yet. The shotgun. Handed out now to number 10, Randy Estes. Estes around the outside. Estes quick on his feet. Cuts it back inside. Estes has got nothing in front of him. He could go all the way if he turns this corner here. Estes does turn that corner. He is down to the 25. Dragged down there. Great pursuit by RB. Estes had no one in front of him. RB's number 35, Matt Verdon, chases him down and saves a 6-point run by number 10, Randy Estes.
Get on this side of the 30. Come here.
Hendricks up to the line. He's on the 29 now of RB. Hendricks off to Barrett. Barrett threw for about a 5-yard gain. Good run by Barrett and a nice spin. And Barrett brings it down to about the 25-yard line now of RB. That's going to bring up a 2nd down and about 5 yards to go. San Marcos really moving the ball here. Boy, we really got a barn burner on our hands right now, people. Neither team has been able to stop the other team, Both teams marching downfield with great proficiency. We don't know which way this game's going to go. RB's got that lead so far. San Marcos knocking on the door. San Marcos into the huddle now. We'll tell you a little bit more about their team. Matt Verdon, we just saw, number 35, who ran down Estes on that long run and managed to catch up with him somehow. Number 35. Number 37 is Dennis Cooper for Rancho Bernardo, and number 41, Adam Rath. We've got a timeout called, official timeout. 4 minutes to go in this half. Number 43 is Eric Johansson for RB. Number 45, Edward Paris. Number 57 is Tommy Eggert. Number 59 is Aaron Simon. Number 61, Aaron Dial. And number 63 is Kenny Corden. Number 65, Brandon Kent. And number 69 is Kevin Duggan, the lineman, who we expect to see lots of action from RB today. Hendricks off to Barrett. No gain on that play. Nice tackle there by Mike Navarra, number 17. No, actually that was Tiny Hildenbrand, the defensive end. Good play by him on that. Stopping Barrett right at the line. Off the field now, Traub, number 26 for RB. Third down now and about 5 yards to go for San Marcos. They're at the RB 25. Interesting set here for San Marcos. They pitch out to Estes. Estes around for a gain. There's a first down. First down. San Marcos has got the first down. They're down to about the 18-yard line of RB. And they're moving the sticks. San Marcos down to about 3 minutes left in this half. They really need this touchdown here to make this a 20-12 game at least, and then they can go for the extra 2 points. San Marcos up to the line. They're at about the 18. Like we said, it's a 1st and 10 situation. Hendricks is going to call for a timeout here, and he is awarded that timeout. Okay. We'll go ahead with the lineups. We told you about number 57 of RB, Tommy Eggert. Number 59 is Aaron Simon. We've seen him doing some holds. Number 61, Aaron Dial. Number 63, Kenny Corden. Number 65, Brandon Kent. Number 69 is Kevin Duggan. Number 70 is Michael Robinson, the lineman. Number 72, Ryan Andrews, another lineman. And number 74, James Gardner, a lineman for RB. Great situation here for both teams to show some of their mettle. San Marcos looking relaxed, looking cool. They've still got some time on the clock, but a limited amount of time. They're down to something under 3 minutes at this point. And they really need to slam this one into the end zone here. And at this point in the game, it really looks like they're going to need to pick up some extra points on a kick. But it's still early in the game. It's still first half. They'd like to get the TD in the kick. But certainly they need this first down here. And the clock starts again. Hendricks with the snap. He goes off to number 17, Navarra. Navarra up through the line for a gain of maybe 3 yards on that play. That'll bring up a second down and about 7 yards to go. And that's the first run we've seen today from Mike Navarra. Navarra plays defensive tackle on defense and went for a little bit of a run there. You can see number 6 in your picture, Dustin Prue. Richard Cortez in the backfield along with Barrett. And we've got something going on here. There's flags. We don't know where that's going to go. We see a lot of the RB players crashing through the San Marcos line, but we don't know if San Marcos drew them off sides or not. We'll see what the call is. And they are calling it against RB. That's a 5-yard penalty. And that is going to bring up a second down and about a yard to go now for the first down. Second down and 1 from the 11-yard line of RB. And we have another timeout called this time for Rancho Bernardo. Rancho Bernardo's bringing in number 41, Richard Cortez. They're also bringing in number 41. No, we got that wrong. We got number 41, Adam Rath is back in the game. Number 69, Kevin Duggan back into the game. Number 33, Brian Dodson back into the game. Here comes number 45, Edward Paris out for a breather. Number 65, Brandon Kent there, out for a breather. Verdon now, the wide receiver, defensive end, out for a breather. And RB back to the line, ready to go. Coaches are counting the players. Always got to be careful not to have too many players on the field. They've got their 11 out there now. They're satisfied. San Marcos still in their huddle. San Marcos, you can see number 39 right there. Bo Rubido, number 39. There's number 13, Julian Castellanos. San Marcos now, the second down and about 1 yard to go from the RB 11-yard line. Hendricks fakes to Estes, keeps it himself, gets through for the first down, and he's down to about the 7-yard line of RB. That'll be a first and goal to go from the RB 7-yard line. First down now. Moore up to the line. I'm sorry, Hendricks up to the line, and they hand off to Estes. Estes around the outside. Estes is dragged down at about the 3-yard line. And another good run by number 10, Randy Estes. And the tackle was made there by number 9, Ryan Moore, the safety. And now you can see the coaches of San Marcos telling the players to get back into the huddle quickly. They are running out of time. We've got about a minute and a half left in this half. Hendricks to the line. Hendricks off to number 17, Navarra. Navarra slams through the middle for a pickup of maybe a yard, just short of the goal line. San Marcos is running out of time here. They've got to get back into that huddle quickly. Third down and about a yard to the goal for San Marcos. Timeout called. Timeout is called by San Marcos. No more timeouts left for San Marcos. 42 seconds remaining in this half, and they're about a yard from 6 points. Hendricks takes the snap. He's going to keep it himself. Hendricks is dragged down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of about 2. San Marcos has got to do everything they can to get back into this now. Fourth down. Fourth down now for San Marcos. They're going to go with the hurry-up offense. This is their last shot. They need to pick up 3 on this play. Let's see if they offer Estes around to this side. They've done it before with some success. Hendricks to the outside. Hendricks going across. Hendricks looks like he may have made a touchdown. Touchdown. Touchdown, San Marcos. A 20-12 ball game. 20-12 ball game. Amazing on fourth down. San Marcos is able to send Hendricks through on the keeper. And he barely makes it. Trudges through for the pickup of 3. That hurry-up offense worked for him this time. And they've tightened this game up just a little bit more with about half a minute left in this first half. They're going to go for the kick. They've thrown out the kicking tee. And let's see if they go with Richard Jimenez again on the kick. The kick is for 2 points. So right now we're looking at a 20-12 ball game. But it could become 20-14 any second, which will bring up a situation where another touchdown could tie it up for San Marcos. The holder will be Hendricks. And the kicker this time will be Barrett. And here comes Barrett with the kick. It is high enough. It tips the crossbar and goes through. We have a whistle on the play. The kick looked good. Too many men on the field for San Marcos, and my goodness, what a way to blow a perfectly good kick. It was right off the crossbar by Chris Barrett with Mark Hendricks holding. And 2 points is not going to happen on that play for San Marcos. Looks like number 41, Richard Cortez, is coming off the field now. Too many men on the field for San Marcos. All right, they'll be kicking from a little farther away now. Barrett's got his work cut out for him, kicking from the 12-yard line. 22 yards of distance he needs to cover. Hendricks placing it. Barrett with the kick. It's up high, and it is short. Falls short. A nice-looking kick, but it falls short. So that's where the score is going to stay here at this halftime. Rancho Bernardo 20 and San Marcos 12. This is Steve Farrell for George Langevin Productions.
Kevin, block somebody. Find somebody the whole time.
Jimenez with the kickoff now. Not much time left in this half. San Marcos with the kick. It comes down here to number 59, Aaron Simon. Simon just more or less falls upon the ball and he is at about midfield. It'll be 1st and 10 for RB at their own 49-yard line. And Simon is okay. He's back up. He'll stay on the field. And we do have a timeout called by Rancho Bernardo now. And there's a nice shot of number 17, Tiny Hildenbrand, the defensive end and backup QB coming off the field there. Rancho Bernardo's got very little time left on the clock. Let's see what kind of razzle-dazzle they try to pull off here to gain a 50-yarder all the way downfield. Okay, let's see what RB has in store here. They have very little time left. And 50 yards to go, 52 yards. Let's see what they try to pull off here. They've got to gain some yards now. Moore all the way out to the left side. Moore on the keeper. Moore across the line of scrimmage. Down to about the 40-yard line. Moore down to about the 30-yard line. Moore could go all the way on this play. Moore's down to the 10. Moore's through for the TD. He outruns everybody on San Marcos. We see no flags on this play. And it is just remarkable. Ryan Moore, with his 4th touchdown of the game, has put RB up by a score of 26-12. RB going for the 2 points. Once again, Dodson. Simon with the hold. Dodson looking for the kick. San Marcos trying to distract Dodson as best they can. Here comes the kick from Dodson. Oh, that's high enough. And it is good. It is good. Remarkable play today by RB. They are now in the lead by a score of 28-12 and virtually no time left on this first half clock. That's it. It is the end of the first half, and you really got to hand it to the Tomcats here in this first half. 28-12 the lead. We'll be back with some second half action in just a few moments. We're here with Tomcat head coach Jeff Ogden. Coach Ogden, you guys are in a nice commanding position right now, and you managed to score another one right before the half. What were you going to do on that play? Just keep running this guy more? Is that the idea here?
Well, actually, we're going to try and get in some other guys to do some of the running this afternoon, but when you only have 4 seconds left on the clock, the man we want to have the ball is number 9, because when he gets the ball, anything can happen, as you can see.
Now, what's he actually doing, Coach? I mean, he goes to the outside. Now, the safeties on the other team, don't they see that this guy's moving to the outside? Do they flow with him correctly, or they just don't anticipate his speed?
Yes, exactly what it is. It's like a VW chasing a Jaguar. There's no way, because the Jaguar's in 5th gear and the Volkswagen has none.
Okay, Coach, are you sending some of your other players out there to get those safeties and defensive backs?
Yes, the second half here, they have a man number 10 who's their specialty running back. What we're going to do is we're going to key our number 9 more right on them. And the whole rest of the defense, playing as a team, is going to completely shut them down, hopefully. We've worked hard this season. If we win this game, we'll be back to 500. And it's just been one heck of a football season for us.
Coach, thanks a lot.
You too. Thank you. Cheetahs. We're last year, this year, it's the Tomcats. Pop Warner football. Stay with it.
Steve Farrell of George Landry Productions here with Coach Chris Barrett of the Paiges. Coach, new plan for the second half?
Offensively, I think we're doing fine. Defensively, we're going to have to definitely contain the outside. That's where they're beating us. 4 touchdowns, same player, same play all 4 times.
What are they actually doing, Coach? They're sending this guy Moore out to the outside on a straight run. What happens to your defensive backs on those plays?
They're not containing to the outside. The ends are boxing, but the guy, he's got good speed. He's getting outside of the ends, and our quarterbacks so far haven't done the job.
So you think the guys can anticipate this guy's kind of his running ability in the second half and get outside and beat him out there?
We've had the ball 2/3 of the first half, and ball control. We're controlling the ball, and if we can stop the outside run, I think we can score a couple touchdowns and beat them.
Looks that way to us too on the sideline, Coach. Looks like you guys got a good team here, and looks like you could have a lead except for one player on that other team.
Yeah.
So if you get to the outside, looks like you could come back and win this one.
That's it. That's what we'll be trying for. We're going to bring our corners up, bring our safeties up, and stop the outside and score some more points.
All right, thanks a lot,
Okay,
Coach.
thank you.
Good luck.
Hey, Yarman!
Let's go, G. Listen up, guys. Who are we?
Tomcats!
What do we do?
Football!
Who are we?
Tomcats!
1, 2, 3.
Go Blue Yards!
Hey, Walt.
Yes.
Kick off now. Get ready.
Steve Farrell for George Landerman Productions. We're back now with the second half. RB number 33, Brian Dotson, will kick off. That's picked up right there by Chris Barrett. Barrett is out to about his own 40-yard line. Barrett out across to the 45, breaks a couple of tackles. Barrett's got nothing but Moore in front of him. Moore is all over Barrett's back, and Barrett down there at about the midfield yard line. That'll be 1st and 10. San Marcos from about the 50-yard line. Once again, we want to remind everybody that this is a 28-12 ball game. Ryan Moore, the QB for Rancho Bernardo, has scored 4 touchdowns so far today. And we were informed during the halftime that Mr. Moore has been responsible for every Rancho Bernardo touchdown so far this year. He's done it offensively, and as we've seen today, defensively as well, by picking off that interception and going for the TD earlier in the first quarter. San Marcos, however, has controlled the ball throughout most of the first half. It's simply a Ryan Moore versus San Marcos situation at this point. But San Marcos, with that excellent ball control, can come back in this game. Hendricks fakes to Barrett, keeps it and goes to the outside. Pickup of about 2 on the play. That'll bring up a 2nd down now and about 8 yards to go. We'll say about 6 yards to go now for San Marcos. Hendricks back up to the line. He's got number 41, Richard Cortez, in the backfield with him now. He hands off to Curry. Curry to the outside, looks to pass, and then stutter steps and gets through. Looks like he made it through for the 1st down on that play. A pickup of about 9 yards now for Curry. And once again, as we mentioned before, and as Coach Barrett mentioned during the halftime, San Marcos has had no trouble moving the ball today. They've played an excellent ball control game. It's just that on defense, they have not been able to contain Ryan Moore, and they did have that 1 interception that was run all the way back for the touchdown. They missed extra 2 points because of too many men on the field. So a few bad breaks and a little bit too much Ryan Moore has made the difference today. San Marcos can come back into this game. They've got number 22, Jonathan Curry, out wide to the left. And number 41, Richard Cortez, back off the line to the left. They hand off this time, and a fumble right there. Handoff was to Mike Navarra. He fumbles it, and that fumble is recovered by, guess who? Number 9, Ryan Moore, recovers the fumble, and it is now RB ball. Rancho Bernardo ball once again. San Marcos, with the crucial error at just the wrong time, has turned the ball over again to Rancho Bernardo, and it'll be Rancho Bernardo's ball at their own 46-yard line. Moore in the shotgun position. Moore off to Dotson. Dotson around to the outside. Dotson is slammed on the outside by number 15, Richard Jimenez, the defensive center. Nice move by Jimenez. Jimenez comes flying out of the defense and just trips up Dotson behind the line of scrimmage.
Let's go, you guys.
And that will bring up a 2nd down now. 2nd down and about 16 now for RB.
I don't understand. Why aren't we getting a block like for him?
It's a reverse. There is nobody over there. Come on, Ryan.
Moore up to the line now. Flag on the play.
Hey, Chuck,
That's his first
he's
time.
way out there.
It's his first time. It's all right.
Got it?
Yeah.
Ryan, pick somebody out. One man over here.
Ref, is it possible to communicate?
All right, that was an offsides call against RB. Another 5 yards that cost him. We're looking at a 2nd down now and about 20 yards to go. Moore back for the pass, and that is thrown too high. The pass was intended for Matt Verdon, and in on that play on defense was Randy Estes, the running back for San Marcos. So that will bring up a 3rd now and about 21 yards to go now for RB. And you can't help wondering if RB is going to opt for that Ryan Moore around. I don't know what they call this play, but if they snap it in a shotgun back to Moore, maybe throw a little razzle-dazzle and then run Moore away from our cameras. He's got a long way, and it can turn that corner over there by the 30-down marker. Let's see if we're going too far, and there goes Moore to the outside, but he cuts it up inside, and not as effective on the inside for Moore. He's gaining about 5 yards on that play. Actually a good run by Moore, but that's going to bring him up way short of the first down. It's going to be a 4th down now and about 14 yards to go now for RB. We've got an RB player down on the field right now. Getting up slowly is Ryan Walsh, number 27, but Walsh is okay at this point, and that looks like it may be Moore that's actually down on the play. Into the game comes number 17, Tiny Hildebrand, the defensive end and backup quarterback, and that may very well indeed be Moore that's hurt on this play. There's the QB, number 9, Ryan Moore, coming off the field. It looks like he may have just had the wind knocked out of him on that play. Moore is okay. He gets a nice warm round of applause from families and friends here on the sideline. Moore still looks a little racked up. He's coming off, could be for a while, but he's okay. He's walking all right. He's not limping, and he looks okay. Number 17, Tiny Hildebrand, is into the game now, and it looks like a punt situation since it's a 4th and about 16 now for RB. Back to receive the punt for San Marcos is number 5, the QB, Mark Hendricks, and of course number 10, Randy Estes. And there's little number 16, Anthony Knuckles, back. He may end up with the ball. We'll see what happens if Anthony ends up with it. We've seen plenty of action out of Anthony today. And once again, way back, Hendricks and Estes. All right, there's no rush on the punts. And that was number 41, Adam Rath, that handled that punt. It goes all the way downfield, and it's smothered right there by San Marcos. It'll be 1st and 10, San Marcos from their own 45. San Marcos ball. 1st and 10, they're at their own 46-yard line. Hendricks pitches back to Barrett. Barrett back to pass. He's looking for Curry. The pass was right off Curry's face mask and picked up right there off of Curry's face mask. It is intercepted by number 59, Aaron Simon, and that whole play is going to stand the way it went. The ball was pitched back to Chris Barrett, the running back and the backup quarterback. Barrett made a nice-looking throw out to number 22, Jonathan Curry, and the ball was tipped. Then it went off Curry's face mask and right into the waiting hands of Aaron Simon. RB ball, 1st and 10 from their own 45-yard line. RB with the ball now. They've got Hildebrand in at QB. Hildebrand under the center. Hildebrand hands off to Matt Verdon. Verdon going through. No, actually, that was number 45, Edward Paris. Paris goes through for a gain of about 2 yards on the play, and it looks like Aaron Simon is down and hurt on the play. And the tackle was by number 10, Randy Estes, the running back for San Marcos. Simon is going to come off the field. He looks like he's got a problem with the lower back or the hip. And he looks like he's going to be okay. He's going to take a breather. And here comes number 26, Adam Traub, off the field. Traub will take a breather for a while. Let's take a look at that RB offense. They've still got Hildebrand up there taking the snaps. And in the backfield, we've got Dodson and Paris. Handoff to Dodson. Dodson through the middle for a nice pickup of about 6 yards. Tackle on that play was by number 73, Gene Johnson of San Marcos. And that is going to bring up now a 3rd down and perhaps a yard to go, less than a yard to go for RB. Moving the ball well. Dodson and Paris in the pro sets. Verdon out wide to the left. Hildebrand back to Dodson. Dodson destroyed right there at the line of scrimmage, and he's short of the 1st down. That is going to bring up now a 4th down situation for RB and perhaps a yard to go. And there was a fumble on that play, and it looks like San Marcos has recovered that ball. And the referees have already signaled it. It was picked off right there by number 17, Mike Navarra. Mike Navarra, number 17, the defensive tackle, has come up with the ball, and it's San Marcos ball again, right at about the 50-yard line. Hendricks at the line, right behind his center. The snap to Hendricks. The handoff to Barrett, and then to Curry, a double reverse. Curry around to the outside. Curry's got the option to throw. He opts to stay with the ball, and he is dragged down right past the 50-yard line by, it looks like, number 73 on RB. Maybe that was number 63, Kevin Corden. That actually could have been number 43, Eric Johansson in on that tackle. Now, it was Kenny Corden that made that tackle, and a good one. Curry breaking to the outside. Corden roll over him. Second down now, and about 7 yards to go for San Marcos. Single setback Barrett. Cortez wide to the left. Curry wide to the left. Flag on the play. Ball handed off to number 17, Navarra. Navarra through the center, close to a first down, but we do have a flag on the play. Official timeout. We'll see what the call is on this one. We do have an illegal procedure being called against San Marcos. And not enough men on the line for San Marcos. So we'll see if that play is denied or nullified. Michael Robinson, number 70, into the game for RB. Coming out, Kenny Corden, number 63. San Marcos now, second down and about 12 yards to go. They do have the play called against them, and Barrett hands off again on that reverse to Curry. Curry to the outside, and Curry dragged down there for a slight gain. And all kinds of RB players all around. We're looking for who made that tackle. Once again, it looks like number 43, Eric Johansson, in on that tackle, along with Tiny Hildebrand, the defensive end. Into the game now comes number 61 for RB, Aaron Dial, and out to take a breather, Brandon Kent. Third down, about 7 now. 3rd and 7 for San Marcos. Still third quarter action. Still enough time for San Marcos to get back into this game. They could use a TD on this possession for sure. The pitch out goes to you-know-who, Randy Estes. Estes out to the outside. Estes could go far on this one. He's got nobody near him. Estes cuts it back inside, and he's slammed down. Hard, way downfield with the first down. He is slammed down by number 27, Ryan Walsh. 1st and 10, San Marcos, deep in RB territory. Estes on that last running play really pulls San Marcos out of the frying pan. They're all the way down now to the 22-yard line of RB, and considering where they were at, this is exactly what they needed. San Marcos threatening once again. Just like Coach Barrett told us during the halftime, they can definitely do it. They can move the ball with efficiency. They've had a few penalties here in this second half so far. And there's a double reverse, and once again, the setback goes against San Marcos. The ball is turned over once again. Ryan Walsh with the pickup. And you just got to feel a little bit here for San Marcos. They just cannot sustain it consistently here today. But they really have looked good. Their offensive team looks real good. They look like they know what they're doing. But occasionally it's the too many men on the field, not enough men on the line, the fumble, too many things going against San Marcos here. They really need to brush up a little bit on their act. RB has played an almost perfect game today. And, of course, with Moore running up and down the field the way he does, it gives them a certain advantage. Only 1 minute left now in this third quarter. RB's ball on their own 22. RB has got Moore back in the game, so he is okay. Moore barking him out. Moore turns around and he trips on the play, but manages to hand the ball off to number, looks like 45, Paris. That might have been number 41, Wraith. No, it was Paris. And Paris, it was 41, Adam Wraith, and he is thrown for a loss. It's going to bring up a second down and about 12 now. Okay, Ryan Moore is back in the game in the shotgun position. And we now have number 35, Matt Verdon, in motion. Moore with the handoff to 33, Dotson. There is a flag on the play. Dotson is slammed down for maybe a gain of a yard, maybe a loss on that play, but there is a penalty. Flag on the field, and we're going to see what that call is. Okay, it looks like illegal motion against Matt Verdon. Verdon, while going in motion, did move forward towards his line of scrimmage, and that whole play will be nullified due to that. We'll see what San Marcos wants to do. Of course, they can opt to decline that penalty. And referees are now conferring with defensive tackle Mike Navarra on that play. Looks like Navarra is the defensive captain. We'll see what San Marcos decided to do. It looks like they did decline it, so that will bring up now a third down and about 12 yards to go for RB. 3rd and 12 for RB. Verdon wide to the right. He is picked up there. Okay, that's the end of the 3rd quarter. We're going to switch the sides of the field. We'll be back with you in just a minute. Steve Farrell, George Langevin Productions. Verdon wide to the right. Moore in the shotgun. Moore takes a shotgun. He's going to take it himself out wide to the right. Moore is on his feet still at the 9-yard line. He now reverses field. No one can catch up with this guy Moore, but there's people all over the place trying to get him. Moore still turns the corner on that play. Moore still goes through for yards. He's still in bounds. Outrageous running by quarterback number 9, Ryan Moore, on that play for a pickup of about 11 yards. That could bring up the 1st down. Incredible run by Ryan Moore. Once again goes all the way to the right side and then just completely reverses field. Goes all the way back to the 9-yard line on that play, which means he was a good 19 yards now from his 9 yards from his line of scrimmage and 19 yards from his 1st down on a 3rd down play, and runs it all the way upfield for a 1st down. However, there is a flag on the play, and they're going to march that baby all the way back now. And we'll see where the referees place it and what the call is. Flags all over the field. All 3 flags are down. And they march off the 5 yards. And now we're going to be looking at a 3rd down. And, oh, my goodness, a good 15, a good 25. 3rd and 25 now for RB. Moore in the shotgun. A 3rd and 25 now for RB. Moore all the way back, dangerously close. He's in his own end zone now. Moore's going to run it out of there. Moore to the 5, and he is dragged down at about the 5-yard line. He's down to about the 7-yard line. He is dragged down there by San Marcos, and that's going to bring up a 4th and perhaps, oh boy, it's got to be 20 yards to go still. 4th down now. And we'll see what RB plans to do here. If they give this ball back to San Marcos will have excellent field position. You got to figure they want to punt it. And we'll see what the brain trust of the Tomcats decides to do on this one. All right, RB going for it here. They opt to give it to Moore. Moore through the middle. Moore gets it up to about the 10-yard line. And looks like RB is going to let San Marcos take it over right there at their own 10-yard line. They're just going to have to get tough on D. 1st and 10 for San Marcos from their own 10. San Marcos from the RB 10. Hendricks off to Estes. Estes to Curry. Curry around to the outside. Curry is dragged down for a loss at about the 11-yard line. Standing his ground was number 21, Christian DeArmond of RB. And DeArmond stands in there and makes that tackle. Nice play by the cornerback, number 21, Christian DeArmond. Hendricks again into his own backfield deep. Hendricks around to the line of scrimmage. Hendricks spins off, and tackle made there by Ryan White, the middle linebacker, number 24. Good play by White. Good stiff defense here by Rancho Bernardo.
Do it again, guys. Do it again. Stop him, Tomcats!
3rd down now for San Marcos. They're at the RB 8. And it looks like Hendricks may have drawn RB off. We'll see. We've got word from behind us here from the Tomcat bench that San Marcos has moved and drawn them off sides. We'll see what's gone on here. And they're calling it encroachment against the defense. That'll be a 5-yard gain, a 3rd down now, and about 4 yards to go. Third down, goal to go from the RB4. San Marcos could get back into this game with a TD here. Hendricks pitches out to Estes. Estes deep and wide. Chased down by Moore. Moore with the tackle on Estes. Moore drags him down for no gain. That's going to bring up a fourth down and a goal to go from about the 7-yard line now of RB. RB's defense has really done the job here on this goal line stand. And we do have a player down here. We're looking through trying to see who it might be. Once again, Ryan Moore doing the job. Randy Estes, a real quick back. Ryan Moore just too fast. Moore is up. Looks like that may be Estes that is down on that play. We'll see. And that is number 10, the running back for San Marcos, Randy Estes, that's being assisted off the field now. And it looks like we won't be seeing any more action out of Randy today. His ankle is really hurt, and we're really sorry to have to bring that to you. He's been playing great ball all day, this guy, and he's put his team in great field position all day with his great outside running. But we've gotten word that his ankle is hurt badly, and we'll try to get word back to you as to just how badly. San Marcos is resuming this hunt. Once again, we want to remind you they have a fourth down and a goal to go from the RB6. We're in the fourth quarter, and they need to score 2 touchdowns and 2 kicks just to tie this one up. And there's the handoff over to Hendricks. Hendricks around to the outside. Hendricks could go all the way. Moore's after him, and Hendricks is dragged down by Eric Johansson, the defensive linebacker, the outside linebacker for RB. And that is going to bring up a first down now and 10 yards to go from their own 4-yard line for RB with that great big 16-point lead. Not much time left in this fourth quarter, and they've got the ball deep in their own. First and 10, RB. RB still has Moore in there barking him out. Moore handing off now. Oh, and stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Really smacked. I believe that was Brian Dodson. And Dodson was smacked by a number 34, Gilbert Lasha, the tackle for San Marcos. That'll bring up a second and about 12 yards to go now for RB. RB's on their own 3. Dangerous situation. They go into an I formation. And a handoff this time to Dodson again. There is a fumble on the play. San Marcos comes up with that ball. And San Marcos has got the ball first and goal to go from the RB3. Moore is really angry with himself. Does not like the way he handed that baby off. Looks like it was to number 17. No, actually it was to number 33, Brian Dodson. And RB has decided to pull themselves back together. They're doing so. They're going to stiffen up on defense. You can hear number 37, Dennis Cooper, out there just screaming at his defense. He wants those guys to stiffen up and change that mood. And we've heard plenty out of Dennis Cooper, number 37 today on defense. He's back there with number 43, Eric Johansson. He's got Moore there with him. Johansson now up to the line. Johansson scooting into the middle now to fill that gap. Watch Johansson on the D here. And we've got a little movement. It looks like number 38, Brian Davis of San Marcos, moved before the ball was snapped. And we've seen just a little bit too much out of that today from San Marcos. Let's see what the call is. False start, 5-yard penalty. First down will be repeated. It's first and goal now for San Marcos from the RB9. San Marcos is Hendricks up to the line. He's got Barrett as a single setback. Hands off to Barrett. Barrett through the middle, gain of about 4 on that play. It's going to bring up a second down and goal to go from the RB7. Looks like the tackle was made on that play by Kevin Duggan, number 69. And second down now for San Marcos. San Marcos could certainly use a touchdown at this point, down by 16. Richard Cortez as the single setback. Hendricks takes it himself to the outside. Cortez is blocking. Hendricks across the 5. Hendricks still on his feet at about the 3. Trying to push his way through. Hendricks has dropped at about the 2. You got to hand it to Mark Hendricks. Good sustained driving on that play. Kept his legs going and picked up an extra yard or 2.
Hold him, guys, hold him!
3 minutes and 9 seconds remaining in this game. San Marcos has only 1 timeout remaining and a 16-point deficit to deal with. It's going to take a lot of work. They need this one and another quick one, plus the extra points just to tie this one up. Barnett through the middle. Barnett down to about the 1-yard line. And that will bring up now a 3rd down and about a yard to go for San Marcos. That's a 4th down and about a yard to go. 1.5 yards now to go for San Marcos. Less than 3 minutes remain in this game. RB in a very commanding position. Number 60, Selassie Amaku in the backfield along with Barrett and Cortez. The ball off through the middle. Not enough. Ball will be turned back over to RB, and this is really a death knell for San Marcos. They have not gotten the touchdown here late in this game. Less, perhaps maybe 2 minutes remaining in this 4th quarter, and it's RB's ball again, deep in their own. And they have held again. You've really got to hand it to this short distance goal line defense for Rancho Bernardo. Not only do they do it on offense today, but that defense led by number 37, Dennis Cooper, along with, of course, Ryan Moore on defense, a few other standouts, Kevin Duggan, Eric Johansson. Good defensive play here by RB. It's their ball on their own 1, 1st and 10. Tiny Hildebrand is in at QB now for RB. Hildebrand will immediately take the snap and move back into his own end zone. Hildebrand on the reverse to Moore. Moore as a running back has crossed the 5. Moore has crossed the 15. He's still on his feet. Ryan Moore could go all the way for a completely unprecedented 5th touchdown of this game. And he is going to make it all the way. It is remarkable. A 102-yard touchdown run by quarterback, this time running back Ryan Moore for his 5th touchdown of the game, 34-12 RB. All right, that play was called all the way back. That phenomenal run, that 102-yard run by Ryan Moore, was called back due to clipping. Moore in the shotgun now, back to his own 15. Moore out to the 20, and he is stopped right there at the line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up perhaps a 2nd down now and 10 yards to go. Looks like Moore is hurt on the play. Moore is hurt on the play. He is down at his own 20-yard line. RB was had a beautiful, fantastic 102-yard run by Ryan Moore. It was called back due to clipping. That brought the ball back to RB's own 20. And that is it. The clock has run out on this game, and it is over. The score will stay at 28-12. Rancho Bernardo behind 4 touchdowns, that is, and 2 successful extra point attempts by Brian Dotson has put them into a 28-12 win over San Marcos. San Marcos, we have to mention Mark Hendricks, the 2 touchdowns scored by him. Moore, on the other hand, for Rancho Bernardo, scored 3 touchdowns from scrimmage, and 1 was on a run-back returned interception in the 1st quarter. So once again, Moore is up and he's okay. He's limping off the field, but he's all right. So that's it. This is Steve Farrell for George Langerman Productions, and once again, it's the Rancho Bernardo Tomcats 28 and the San Marcos Paiges 12. We'll be back with some interviews with the kids in just a few moments.
A lot of heart. We've come across some losses lately. As a matter of fact, last week we started our first. Well, as a matter of fact, we were 1 game on the losing side. We were 3-4, and this was a really big game for everybody. And we won, and now we're 4-4. We're back on the winning track. shows a lot of heart when you can come back after a loss like last week and come back and have such a terrific game. Each and every one of these kids participated over 150% today, and everybody on this team makes this team work, and it's proven today. It's a great game. Thanks. Give them another hand.
You guys on the defense, we got about
Good goal line stand.
Good goal line stand.
Good goal defense.
Offense.
You guys played excellent all day. You guys made blocks. All of you guys on the line that made blocks, you're the ones that make that happen, okay? Ryan, excellent job. All of you. Ryan
Everybody.
Walsh, Kevin, Eddie, a new position this week for you. You rose up. Brian, good hard running.
Walsh.
Maddie, Aaron Simon, Tommy Egger, great snapping today. Every one of you boys. Excellent. I'm proud of you.
Okay. For you guys on defense, defensive line,
Listen up.
I was there today.
can't ask for any better. Kenny Carden, you played the best game you played all year. The Army, Scat, on that goal line stance, you stepped up and made some beautiful stuff. Robinson, you played one of your better games all year.
Way to go,
Stepped up and made some hits. Adam, Traub, you moved to the line, to linebacker. You played anywhere we wanted you, and you did a great job. Ken, you went from safety to line and back to safety. You did a fantastic job, buddy. Good job. And what can I say about my little guy?
Ryan
The
White.
middle of my defense. Smallest
Way to
kid
go,
on the
White.
team, hits the hardest. Good job, Ryan White.
Good job.
Business managers and parents, team moms. We can't do this without you guys. You're an intricate part of this team.
We really, really want to emphasize that, folks. These people, everybody up here, the coaches, the team mom, the business managers, without them, our lives would be miserable. And they really make it fun out here. Let's give them a big hand. Thank you.
I got one last thing. Parents! From the president of the league, he says that there are no better parents than our Mighty Mite parents. The president of the Palomar Association wants to know what we're doing with our Mighty Mites getting so many parents out. So it's even been known at the Palomar level.
And you're the only parents that have been penalized more than 30 yards in a season.
Hey, I'd like to get everybody in right here. Everybody in. Parents, come on in. Get up, come on. Everybody in. Stand up. Tomcats, stand up. Everybody up. Parents, come on in. Get in tight. Everybody get in tight. Everybody get in tight. Okay, listen up. Everybody must know this by now.
Oh, okay.
Who are we? Tomcats! What do we do? Football! Who are we? Tomcats! 1, 2, 3. Good game!
Here with Tomcats, Ryan Walsh and Kevin Duggan. Ryan, we'll start with you. You guys seem to play a lot of smash mouth football. You guys coach to do it that way?
Yep.
Okay, how does it work out there? You made a lot of tackles today. Tell us what happened to you out there in particular.
Well, Coach makes us do lots of laps, and he really tries hard to make us be a good team. And he makes us, me and Duggan, he just tries to make all of us the best team.
Okay. Now, Ryan, what's with the blackout under the eyes? What's that all about?
Coach thinks it helps us with the sun, and he thinks we'll play better, and it works.
Okay, way to go. And Kevin, you made some spectacular tackles today. Is that a typical game? We heard before the game that you were going to make some tackles. What happened out there to you?
I usually make a lot of tackles. It's just sometimes I'm not getting through the line very much, and I get blocked a lot.
Okay.
Fall on my butt.
How come you don't have the black stuff under your eyes?
I took it off.
How come? For the camera?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, you guys are playing on the Mighty Might level this year. This is the first year of this organization here in this town. You going to come back and play again next year?
Yes.
Okay, what level are you going to be at there, Ryan?
I think Pee Wee, I think.
You think Pee Wee? And Kevin?
I think I'm going to be in junior Pee Wee.
Junior Pee Wee. Or Mighty Might.
Yeah.
Okay, hey, you guys, congratulations. You want to say hi to your mom and dad before you go?
Hi, Mom and Dad.
Kevin?
Hi, Mom and Dad.
Okay, thanks a lot for coming on, Phil. All right, we're here with Matt Verdon and Aaron Simon. Matt, you got in on a couple of running plays, and you also play end. You move end around. You do the double reverses. Are those plays hard to remember? Are they confusing?
No, no, not really.
Okay, tell us, what's your favorite play? What play do they call you to get the ball? What's it called?
Flinker, then with 25 flinker reverse.
And what does that mean that you do? What do you do on that play?
I go to flinker and I split down. I go to, I'm at flinker and I split in just a little bit. And then I come around for the handoff and I run for a touchdown.
You run for a touchdown. Okay, now you guys are pretty successful today. Are you used to playing this kind of game where you just mop them up like you did?
Yeah.
Yeah, not too hard, huh? Here we go. We've got Coach Ogden in the shot. Hi, Coach. How's it going?
Good.
Okay, Coach. We've got Mr. Verdon and Mr. Simon here with us right now. We were going to ask him a few questions. What do you think of the way Mr. Simon played today for you?
I think Mr. Simon played an excellent game, but I do want to emphasize everybody on this team played an excellent game, and they are a true winner. Every single one of them. They got a lot of heart, and they've been a fun team to coach. You guys are great. Okay? I want to see you back next season. Please come back. Let's play some more football.
Hey, let's hear it, Tomcats! Okay, we want to talk to Aaron Simon now. Aaron, yeah, you got to be the holder for the kicks. How did you end up with that job?
Well, I was going to a game, and my defensive coach said, "Do you think you could be able to hold the ball for our field goal kicker?" And I said, all right. And so when I first tried it, he made most of them like 9 out of 10, so I did pretty good. And that's how I got the job.
Okay, so how do you like that job?
I like it. I pretty like it.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
Okay, and what else do you do other than hold the kicks? We saw you out there.
I'm a right guard on the offense, and I'm outside linebacker on defense.
Which one do you prefer?
I prefer outside linebacker
How come?
because on defense you get to tackle, but on offense you don't get to tackle.
Right. Okay, hey, you guys want to say hi to your mom and dad? We're going to interview the rest of your teammates. You want to say hi to your mom and dad? They're right.
Hi.
Okay.
Hey, Mom. Peace, man.
Okay, thanks a lot, fellas. We're here now with Aaron Dial and Christian DeArmond. Aaron, what happened to you out there today?
Well, I was just playing. I didn't play too much on defense, so I didn't get to do too many tackles.
There you go, buddy. There you go.
I got to block and a lot of and more. He usually came by on the left side, so I had to block pretty much. And that's all.
Okay. Did you have a lot of fun out there?
Yeah.
Okay. How long you been playing football now?
This is my first year.
How do you like it, Aaron?
I like it. It's pretty good. I think it's better than most of the sports that I play at school.
How about you, Christian? How long you been playing football?
This is my first year.
What do you think so far?
I think it's fine.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun for you. Now, what's your job out there on the field, Christian?
My job is to come up through the hole and make sure they don't get outside of me.
Okay, so what is your position actually called?
I play cornerback and outside linebacker.
Okay, so depending on where you're playing, that's what your job is, right? Keep them contained, huh? You did a pretty good job today, huh?
Mhm.
How was it out there? Was it fun?
Yeah.
Are you guys going to come back next year and play?
Yeah. Yeah.
Christian? Okay. Hey, you want to say hi to your mom and dad before you go, you guys?
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
Okay, thanks a lot for coming on, you guys. We've got running back Brian Dodson and quarterback Ryan Moore. We'll start with Brian. Brian, how did you end up being the kicker on the team?
Well, I'm the regular kicker. Then our defense coach saw this one game, and then he said, "Why don't you try this?" And then he saw me kick, and then he said, "Why don't you be our field goal kicker?" And then I said, "Yeah."
Okay, now were you practicing kicks at home, and then you came to practice and showed these guys? How were you practicing at home? How'd that work?
My brother was holding the ball, and I kicked at the top of the tree.
And it was going pretty high, huh? And were you getting the end-over-end action going?
Yeah.
So once you get that, it's pretty good, right?
Yeah.
All right, so you had 2 today, right? So for 4 points, right? That's pretty good, right? That's better than normal, right? Okay, pretty good. And Ryan, you ran for 4 touchdowns. Is that a personal best for you?
No, not really.
You've run for 4 touchdowns before. Okay, you could have had 5, but there was a clipping call, right? Okay, 4 touchdowns in one game. I mean, from what I've heard, you've scored every touchdown for this team this year. Is that right?
Yes, except for one.
Oh,
Adam Rass scored it.
Oh, I know him. Okay, we'll get him on camera in a little while. Okay, how did you end up being the QB on the team?
Well, one day we were trying out for quarterbacks, and I didn't want to try out, but I did anyways. So that's how I became quarterback.
Okay, now Ryan, when you're playing football around the neighborhood with your friends, I mean, were you outrunning these guys? Are you a little quicker than them? Is that what gave you the job?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm a lot faster than most of the kids on my street.
Okay, so what goes on now? On the defense, they went for 1 pass play today. That ball was right into your chest. Did you see it coming all the way?
Yeah.
Did you know you had nothing but green in front of you?
Yeah.
So you just ran for that one, too. You got your 4th TD of the game. Man, you played great.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I did. Hey, Brian.
For talking him into playing this year.
Hey, Brian and Ryan, you guys played super. You guys going to come back and play next year?
Yeah.
And you too, Ryan?
Yeah.
You're going to be on Mighty Mites next year?
I might.
You might, or you might get too big, or what?
Yeah.
You're not sure?
Say you're coming back next year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, fellas, thanks a lot. You want to say hi to your folks before you go, Brian?
Hi.
Ryan?
Hi.
Okay, thanks a lot, guys. We got 63, Kenny Corton, and 74, James Gardner. We'll start with Kenny. Kenny, what's your position, and what is your major area of responsibility?
I have all positions: nose tackle, next to nose tackle, and I'm a sub.
Okay.
Sit around.
Oh, yeah, you sit around. Okay, when you're out there on deep, well, what do you prefer, defense or offense?
Defense.
How come?
Because I like to throw the guys around.
You like to throw people around. Okay, so what is a no guard supposed to do? I mean, he's got to hold his ground, right?
He's supposed to get back there and knock the QB down.
Oh, you try to get through that line and get in there and get that guy, huh?
Mhm.
Have you gotten your hands on that guy this year at all?
Once.
How's that feel?
Fine.
Feels pretty good, huh? And James, what's your main job and what are your duties?
Well.
Don't be shy, James. What do you do?
Well, I'm on the defensive line. I'm next to the nose guard. And my job is to get into the line and sack the quarterback, or stop the reverse, or stop the pass.
Okay. So you're pretty quick. Do you like moving up and down the line, or you just go after the quarterback?
Go after the quarterback mostly.
Okay. Now, when the play starts, I mean, people are hitting you, right? So, I mean, how do you get to keep your eye on that guy?
Well, it's pretty hard, but when you're getting hit, you have to keep your head straight at the quarterback.
Uh-huh.
It's pretty hard to do that because you're getting moved around all the time.
Right. Okay, you guys going to come back and play next year? We'll start with Kenny. You going to come back and play Mighty Mites next year, Kenny?
I don't know.
You're not sure yet. Okay. And James?
Yes.
Okay, definitely. All right, hey, we're going to say hi to Mom and Dad before we go. Fellas, ready? Go.
Hi, Mom and Dad.
Hi. Okay, good job. Thanks a lot, fellas. Michael Robinson and Eric Johansson. Michael, let's see, you're a lineman, is that right, Michael?
Yep.
Okay, how come they put you on the line, Michael, and what's your job?
Because I'm I'm a hard hitter, and sometimes I get through and sack the quarterback.
Hey, how is that sacking the quarterback? Feels pretty good?
Yeah.
Okay. What else do you do? You stop the run? You look for the running back?
Yeah.
Okay, now that's kind of hard sometimes. Somebody's trying to push you off the line, and you still got this running back coming through. How do you maintain your composure? What do you do? What's the technique?
If they're blocking you, the runner's coming like in the middle of you. All you do is push the guy aside by his hip or something, and then you just tackle the guy by his legs.
Okay. Hey, thanks, Michael. And Eric, what's your job? You're a linebacker, right?
I'm a linebacker and a guard on the offense.
Which one do you prefer, Eric?
Linebacker.
How come?
Because sometimes you'll call a number and you go up on the line. That's called nickel defense. And then I get in and I can sack the quarterback because they're not ready with the blocker. They block me.
Okay, now you guys were pretty stiff defense today, and then they also penalized themselves a couple of times. Did you have any trouble with them today, or were you pretty much in control?
Pretty much in control, except when that number 10 was doing those sweeps and cutting in. But after that, he sprained his ankle or something,
Right.
we had pretty much control over him.
Okay. We also noticed that you and Dennis Cooper and a couple of other guys were really getting stiff on those 2 goal line defenses. Both times, they had the ball right there at your own goal line, and you stopped them both times. Were you guys ready to do that? You weren't jumping up and down and throwing your fists in the air. You guys looked real calm. Is that the way you play defense?
Yeah.
You guys looked real calm back there. Were you yelling at each other? We couldn't hear a thing.
No, we were not yelling at each other. We were, what your strategy is just try to go up on the line and get as close as you can and try to stop them.
And you did that, just that. Hey, Eric, you going to come back and play this level next year? You going to move on to another level? What are you going to do?
I might come back to this level, or I might go up to the next level.
And Michael, what do you think? This level, next level, how's that going to work next year for you?
I don't know if I'm going to play next year because I don't know if my dad's going to let me.
Okay. Hey, before you guys go, you want to say hi to Mom and Dad before you go?
Hi, Dad.
Hi, Mom.
Okay, thanks a lot, you guys. We're here with Adam Rath and Ryan White. We'll start with Adam. Adam, what's your job? What do you do out there?
Well, it's pretty hard to get through the offensive line and get in the backfield, so it's pretty hard. And the minute I get up there, they're like gone, so it's pretty hard to get through the offensive line. So.
Mm-hmm. Well, you practice all week and you push people around and you learn how to do it, right?
Yeah.
So you like playing defense?
Yeah.
How is it? Is it better than offense? Worse? How's that work?
Well, I think I like both of them the same, but defense, you get a tackle and stuff, and offense, all you do is block and stuff, but they're both pretty good. I like them.
Okay. And this is Ryan White over here. Ryan, are you a linebacker?
Yeah.
Okay, what is your area of responsibility? What do you do on every play?
Well, I watch the ball and I try to make the tackle and keep the guys from getting in from the end zone, touchdown end zone.
Okay. Now, Ryan, you guys looked really good today. Did you come in here expecting to win?
Yeah,
Do you expect to win every week, Ryan?
sometimes.
Okay. Now, what did you know about San Marcos before you got here that you expected to win?
Well, pretty much nothing.
Oh, you didn't know nothing, but you expected to beat these guys anyway, right? Okay. How do you like football so far, right?
Fine.
Okay. Adam, what do you think about football?
I don't really like it. It's fun. it's fun.
Okay. How long you been playing?
This is my first year.
This is your first year. You gonna come back next year?
Yeah, I hope.
Okay. Ryan, how about you? Gonna come back next year?
No, I have to try some other sports out.
Okay. How long you been playing football?
This is my very first year.
This is your very first year, but it's been fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, you guys, got to thank you very much for coming. And what was I going to say? I want you guys to say hi to your mom and dad first. Did you want to say something to me? Tommy Eggert couldn't make it today?
Yeah, Tommy Eggert couldn't make it, but he's really good, great center.
Okay. Couldn't make it today?
No.
Was he hurt or is he sick?
No, he's not sick. No, he left.
Oh, so we couldn't interview him. Okay. Well, okay, good. Thanks a lot for mentioning Tommy Eggert. You guys want to say hi to your mom and dad before you go?
Hey, Mom.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
Okay, thanks a lot, fellas. Hey, Adam, you guys really smoked those guys today. Did you come in here expecting that?
Yep.
You did? Okay. How long you been playing football there, Adam?
This is my first year.
First year, how do you like it?
It's okay.
All right, tell us about... Oh, I'm sorry, sometimes?
Yeah, sometimes it is, and sometimes I don't like it.
Okay, how come?
Sometimes I like if I get hurt or something.
Yeah.
Or like I don't want to play football, or if like maybe there's something good on TV, I don't want to go.
But sometimes it's a lot of fun, right?
Yep.
Okay, Adam, what's your position and what are you supposed to do out there?
At the beginning I was guard, but now they're switching me everywhere.
Okay. How do you like being switched around?
It's okay.
Yeah, it's fun anyway, right? Yeah. Okay. And Dennis Cooper, you play a little bit of defense. I believe you're a lineman on defense. We can hear you shouting at your teammates, trying to get them psyched up all the way over in our cameras. Wasn't that you out there screaming, Dennis?
Yeah.
Okay, now you guys had a couple of goal line stands there. Did that get you all psyched up? We heard you.
Yeah, it kind of did.
Okay, what were you saying out there?
I was like praying and then going, oh no.
That isn't what we heard. We heard you trying to get your other teammates to get all excited, right?
When they almost scored, when they did the sweeps.
Yeah.
Because they always burn us on the sweeps.
Hey, I saw you guys walking along this track going right towards the San Marcos guys as a team before the game, and you were chanting and saying, you know, who are we and all that stuff. Who was doing all that screaming? Who was?
More.
Oh, that was Moore doing all that yelling? We could hear him loud and clear. So you guys played really great today. Do you always play this well?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Dennis, Sometimes you don't?
Yeah.
Okay. And Dennis, how about your defense? Are you guys always that stiff on D?
No, and sometimes we are.
Okay. Hey, you guys looked real good out there. You want to say hi to your mom and dad before you go?
I'll just say hi to everybody that's watching.
Okay. Dennis?
Hi.
Okay, good job, you guys. Thanks a lot. Running back Edward Paris and linebacker Brandon Kent. We'll start with Edward. Edward, what's your main job on offense? You're a running back, right?
Yeah, I just like get the ball and just go for yards, and I block other people when I don't get the ball.
Okay. What's it like when you're running with the ball? Do you ever worry about how hard they're going to hit you?
No,
How come?
I just duck my head
Okay.
and don't get hurt.
Yeah, so it doesn't hurt at all, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. How come you ended up being a running back and not a lineman? You're a pretty big guy.
I don't know, but coach just picked me this week to be a running back.
I see. What was your job before that?
Tight end.
Tight end. Okay. Do you play any defense?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you do on defense, Ed?
I forgot, but I don't play that much. They didn't let me play this much.
Okay. And we'll talk to Brandon now. Brandon, what's your position?
Safety and defensive tackle.
Which one do you prefer?
Safety.
How come?
Because I usually play it.
Okay. And how about offense? You don't play any offense?
I used to, but I didn't like it.
You don't like it that much? How come?
I don't like blocking.
Blocking's not as much fun as going to get people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, chasing people around is more fun. Okay. Have you ever been a running back like Edward?
No.
Would you ever think about it?
Yeah.
Would you like to run with the ball?
Yeah.
How come?
I never done it. I'd like to try it.
Yeah. Okay, I don't blame you. Okay. Hey, Brandon, though, you played good defense. You guys really look good. Were you out there on those goal line stands down there at the other end of the field? Were you there?
No.
Okay, how come? Where were you?
I was in then. I didn't play that much.
Okay. And Ed, how many yards did you run today? How many times did you get the ball?
2 or 3 times.
And was that fun?
Yeah.
And what are you doing the rest of the time? Just blocking?
Yeah, and sometimes get the ball.
Okay. Hey, you guys played real good. You guys are 4-4 now. You had a great game today. You really look like pros. We got a nice video. You guys want to say hi to anybody out there before you go? We'll start with Ed. Anyone want to say hi to your mom and dad, Ed?
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
Okay.
I'd like to say whoever's watching.
Okay.
Hi.
Go ahead. Hi?
Yeah.
That's it? How about Mom and Dad?
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
All right. Thanks a lot, you guys. Take care. Thanks for coming on. Well, you saw it. Phenomenal game. I mean, this guy Moore runs for 4 touchdowns. He runs for 3 from the offensive side and intercepts the ball and takes it all the way in for another one. Puts his team up 28-12 over San Marcos. San Marcos looked good. They made too many costly errors. They had 2 touchdowns from their quarterback, Mark Hendricks. But the story, for the most part, was the Tomcats all the way. They look like a well-disciplined team. They're certainly going places. They had a lot of fun after the game, too, getting some food and having some interviews. So we really want to thank them for letting us come out here and cover the game for them. Once again, Tomcats 28-12. This is Steve Farrell for George Langevin Productions. Thanks a lot for watching.
To show all you folks what it's all about. Now it's time for it to get on the mic and make this motherfucking party hot. I'm taking it back to the old school, cause I'm an old fool who's so cool. If you wanna get